We are back again with another Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke. If you don't know the rules of a Nuzlocke, I'm going to put them on the screen right now. I'm not going to make you guys wait. Here we go. Let's get into the video. I start my journey and make my way to Bianca to get my first Pokemon. For this run, I'm going to be using Snivy, mainly because I don't want to have the same team I did before, but also because Snivy has a really good defensive and speed stat. She also has a really great move pool that I can really abuse later in the game. After I get my Snivy, I fight my rival in a battle, and as usual, I destroy him. I learn how to catch a Pokemon for the 91st time in my life, and end up catching a Patrat on the first route. Patrat is an awful Pokemon, and I will never use it, but for now, I kinda have to, so I move on to catch my last Pokemon, Azurill. Azurill is one of the worst Pokemon in the game, so I'm forced to start my grind with the worst team I could have possibly had. For this run, I have a plan for Route 20. The route has dark grass on it, and in the grass you can find a Venipede. Venipede is a really amazing early game Pokemon with nice stats all around and a very nice typing to go along with it. It can carry me through much of the run, but it has a few downsides, one of which is that it only has a 20% encounter rate. I also can't get it until after the first gym, so for now, I have to avoid Route 20 until I can catch it. I find Alder and get ready to challenge the gym. My team is only a level 13 Patrat and 13 Snivy, so it could be worse, but I fight the gym anyway. I lead with a Patrat and use Bite. It does a little over a third of his health, and he hits me for only 10 damage. I hit him with a Tackle, almost killing him, but it doesn't, and I get hit for 9, activating my Oran Berry. He heals as I finish him off with only 2 more tackles. I decide to stay in with Patrat and use Leer to try and make it easier for my Snivy. I keep it up with Leer as he keeps it up with Workup. I get killed by the Lillipup and switch into Snivy. I use Vine Whip and it does half health as I get nailed by a Tackle, doing half, activating my Oran Berry. I simply just Vine Whip again, ending the battle and getting me my first gym badge. After doing some more story, I make my way to Route 20 to try and catch a Venipede. I change the time of year to winter for a better chance not to get a Sunkern, because in winter, Sunkern has a worse encounter rate. I buy a Repel and make my way to the dark grass. I end up catching a Pidove, not a Venipede, but it'll have to do for now. After all that, I finally enter Burbank City. In Burbank City, there's a Burbank City complex, and in this complex, you can find a Magnemite. Magnemite is a really good Pokemon. He has a super high special attack stat and has an amazing type and ability. To go along with this, his moveset is also really nice and can help me a lot during the rest of the run. I make my way to the complex and find about 100 Patrat and Pidoves until I finally get a new encounter. This encounter was Magnemite. Now that I finally have a good team member, I start the grind to get ready for the second gym. Roxy is a total pushover. She's a really bad gym leader, especially now that I have Magnemite. This gym should be the easiest gym in the run so far. She only has a level 16 Coughing and a level 18 Whirlipede, both of which can't do anything to any of my Pokemon, so this gym should be an easy sweep. I get all of my team members to Roxy's level cap and fight Roxy for the second gym badge. She leads with Coughing as I lead with Servine. I do almost nothing with Tackle as she does almost nothing with Assurance. I use Tackle 2 more times as I get hit with 2 consecutive Smogs, poisoning me in the process. I switch out into my Pidove, finishing off the Coughing with a single Air Cutter. She brings in Whirlipede as I keep battling with Pidove. I do a third of his health with Air Cutter as I get hit hard with Venoshock. I get pulled to 5 HP and hit another Air Cutter, bringing him to the red. She heals him as I go for a quick attack, trying to end the battle. I decide I'm just going to switch to Magnemite to finish off the battle, and I do, with 3 more Sonic Booms, getting me my second gym badge of the run. I got to Pokestar Studios, fall asleep for about 3 hours, and still find myself in Pokestar Studios. I finally end up getting out of Pokestar Studios with my life and deal with Team Plasma. After I make it past Team Plasma, I make my way to Castelia City. In Castelia City in Route 4, there are 4 encounters I'm looking for. Sandile for the next gym, Woobat so I can't catch it later in the game, Zubat because he's just a really good Pokemon, and Eevee for an Espeon who will help me later. I end up only getting 2 of the 4 Pokemon. I find a Sandile on Route 4, and in Castelia City Park, I find an Eevee. Sadly, I could have caught a Zubat, but my rival killed it in a double battle, and I just didn't find a Woobat. After this, I start my grind getting ready for the third gym. My team is a bit underleveled, but it should be fine because Berg really isn't that hard of a gym leader. With all that being said, I start my battle with gym leader Berg. He leads with Swadaloon as I lead with Tranquil, giving me an easy one-shot with Air Cutter. Next, he sent out Dwebble and I stay in with Tranquil. I use Air Cutter as he uses Rock Polish. We both hit each other, then he heals with a potion. I switch into Servine, hitting a Leaf Tornado, then a Mega Drain, ending the Dwebble. I switch back into Tranquil, leading to a 2-shot with Air Cutter, getting me my third gym badge. After Castelia City, it really isn't that interesting. I caught a Darumaka in the Desert Resort, and in Relic Castle I found a Sandra. I accidentally ran into an Audino on Route 5, and on Route 16 and Lost Lone Forest, I catch nothing of value. After this, I really just grind my team and get ready for the next gym. After all that, I evolve my Eevee into Espeon. This will help my team a ton in the end. Espeon has a really strong special attack and speed stat. Her moves could use a lot of work, but I'll fix that after the next gym. And speaking of the next gym, Elisa has a level 28 Emolga and Falafi and a level 30 Zebstrika. None of those Pokemon should be a real severe issue, but I brought all my Pokemon to her level cap anyway. And with all that done, I challenge Gym Leader Elisa for my 4th gym badge. I lead the battle with Krokorok as she leads with Emolga. I hit hard with Crunch as I get hit for only a little damage. I use Assurance, finishing off the Emolga, but I get paralyzed in the process. She switches into Falafi as I decide to stay in with Krokorok. Falafi misses a takedown as I finish Falafi with just a single dig. Zebstrika is next as I decide to stay in with Krokorok. I get hit with a Pursuit, doing almost no damage as I use Dig, one-shotting the Zebstrika, getting me my 4th gym badge of the run. I catch a Ducklet on the bridge, run past Team Plasma, and end up in Driftnell City where I'm allowed to get 2 gift Pokemon, a Deerling and a Zora. I already have a Grass type, so Deerling is a little useless, but Zora can be really good for me in the future of this run. After I finish that up, I make my way to Chargestone Cave to catch a Pokemon and evolve my Magneton. In Chargestone Cave, I'm only looking for a Joltik. He evolves into Galvantula, whose typing really allows me to easily deal with the next few gyms remaining. He has a strong moveset, and his special attack stat makes him a really good choice for the end. With all that being said, I make my way to Chargestone Cave and actually end up catching a Joltik. After I catch my Joltik, I start my grind to get ready for the 5th gym. With all the grass types on my team, I should have a really hard time losing this battle. Clay has a level 31 Krokorok, 31 Sandslash, and a 31 Excadrill. Excadrill has Rock Slide and Slash, which can be a lethal combo, but my grass type should be able to handle it. His Sandslash also has Crush Claw, which is a little bit scary. I bring all my Pokemon to his level cap and get ready to challenge the 5th gym. I lead with Deerling as he leads with Krokorok. I use Energy Ball, bringing him to the red as I get hit hard with Crunch. But on the next turn, he heals as I go for 2 more Energy Balls, killing his Krokorok. I stay in with Deerling and let him die, but not before doing massive damage to Sandslash with Energy Ball. I switch into Servine, killing his Sandslash with a single Leaf Blade. Excadrill is next as I stay in with Servine and use Leaf Blade. It does about a third of his health, but I get hit for about a third as well. He misses his Metal Claw on the next turn as I hit another Leaf Blade, activating his Citrus Berry. I totally underestimate how strong Metal Claw is, and he brings me to literally 6 HP as I finish him off with another Leaf Blade, meaning that if he didn't miss that attack, I would have lost Servine. Thankfully, I didn't end up killing myself, and I get my 5th gym badge of the run. I do the Driftnell City tournament, make my way past Team Plasma, and go through Chargestone Cave. I caught an Emolga earlier in the run so I can make the in-game trade for Gigalith. I catch a Litwick on the tower and a Fungus on Route 7. I run back to Route 6 to go to Mistrolian Cave and search for one Pokemon and one Pokemon only, Axew. Axew is a key for this run and can make or break it for me in the future. Haxorus, Axew's final evolution, is a pure dragon type and can deal with pretty much everything in its path. Its stats are very well balanced and his moveset has really good potential. He also looks really cool, so hey, that's a plus. Regardless, I have to catch him first, so I make my way to the cave with only a 20% encounter rate and actually find an Axew. I don't know why I thought it would be easy to catch Axew, but wow, I was wrong. It ends up killing my ducklet, and I quickly find out I have no way to really damage it without killing it. I'm horrified, because if I kill this, then I have to do so much else to win this run. I switch in my Litwick to burn the Axew and do some damage. I switch to my Magnezone and start throwing Pokeballs, but sadly, no Pokeballs catch it, and it's one shot. One more turn and my Axew is gone. I play my last card and use my Master Ball, catching the Axew with no further issues. I really did not want to use my Master Ball, but it's worth it. This is by far my carry for this run, and I'll have to be really careful to make sure he does not die. After I almost kill my Axew 100 times, I get started with my grind for the 6th gym. The 6th gym should be a real cakewalk. I have a Giglet and a Magnezone. This gym should pose no threat to any of my team. With all that being said, I start my battle with gym leader Skyla. I lead the battle with Giglet as she leads with Swoobat. She uses Attract on me the first turn and I'm immobilized. However, after that, it's an easy one-shot with Rock Slide. I switch into Magnezone for her Skarmory and use Spark as I get hit for almost no damage. I use Spark again as she misses her attack, and on the next turn, she heals with a potion as I use 2 more Sparks, finishing off the Skarmory. I stay in while she sends out her Swanna, and I get an easy one-tap with Volt Switch, winning me my 6th gym badge. I steal Skyla's private jet and make my way towards Reversal Mountain. The main encounter I want in Reversal Mountain is a Golbat. He can be massive for the remainder of this run and can help me out a lot in the future. I make my way to the place where Golbat is found and actually find one. I get my Zubat back from earlier and a Crobat for the future of this run. Once I'm in Undella Town, the main thing here is a rival battle. He is super underleveled, so I challenge him right when I make it in the town. Hugh leads with an Unpheasant as I lead with Magnezone. I use Spark, which he blocks, but I finally get through with the Volt Switch, killing the Unpheasant. I switch into my Serperior for his Simipour and one-shot him with Leaf Blade. I then switch into Giglet to counter his Empour and use 2 Bulldozes, ending the battle with my rival. After my rival battle, I catch a Staryu, continue on the routes remaining, deal with Team Plasma, catch a Heracross, and finally make it to Opelucid City. There, I start my grind to get ready for the 7th and hardest gym of the run so far. Drayden has a level 46 Druddigon, 46 Flygon, and a 48 Haxorus. These Pokemon all have a really good moveset and all have potential to wipe my team. Before I fight Drayden, however, I have a few scares during my grind. One of which comes in the gym as I'm battling trainers. I had 4 Pokemon one-shot, 1 Pokemon dead, and 1 Pokemon weak to dragon moves. This was really scary. I decided to sacrifice my Magnezone in order to get a clean switch into Fracture. I've really got to be more careful with how I manage my team and on how I deal with these dragon types, because this was literally the first battle in the gym. After I finish that up, I get a new team, bring them to the level cap, get through the gym trainers remaining, and start my battle with gym leader Drayden. I lead the battle with a horrible game plan because I decide to start the fight with Crocodile. Druddigon strikes me for massive damage with a Revenge as I only hit him for a little bit. I'm forced to switch out into Crobat and hit the Druddigon with a return. On the next turn, he heals with a Hyper Potion as I get a super lucky crit, bringing him down to half HP. He hits me with Slash as I use 2 more returns, killing him as he brings me to 20 HP. I bring out my Serperior into his Flygon and kill the Flygon with 2 Leaf Blades, taking little damage in the process. Next, his ace Pokemon, Haxorus. I switch into my Haxorus and use Dragon Claw, bringing him into the red as he uses Dragon Dance. This is now really bad, because if he's faster than me, then I lose this run. Thankfully, he isn't, and I kill him with another Dragon Claw, winning my 7th gym badge of the run. Team Plasma rains down ice on Opelucid City, and I deal with them pretty swiftly. After I deal with the last one, I make my way to Humulus City, where I lost my last Nuzlocke. This time, my team is way better than before, and I end up destroying the trainer that beat me last time. Sadly, while I was battling the trainers, I get hit by a critical hit head smash, killing my Galvantula. I catch a Pelipper in the grass, kill a potential teammate in the cave, and make my way to the 8th and final gym of the run. I end up challenging this gym super underleveled because he only has water types, and I feel like none of them can do any threat because of my Superior. I challenged the gym with only a level 50 superior, and this ended up being an absolute cakewalk. His Caracasta is swiftly taken care of after I activate his Sturdy twice in a row. He then throws out Wailord, and I stay in with Superior as Superior takes it out with 2 Leaf Blades. His final Pokemon, Jellicent, does no better against Superior as I take it out with 2 Leaf Blades as well, giving me my 8th and final gym badge of this run. After I beat the gym, I follow Team Plasma into Seaside Cave and end up catching an Excadrill. He has insanely good stats for a Pokemon, and he can learn very nice moves to go along with that. I start my grind just to be careful not to lose any Pokemon before the Elite Four. Interestingly enough, while I'm grinding, I find a shiny Autonote that gets slaughtered as I make my way to the Team Plasma ship. I have a few close calls, but overall it's fine, and I move on to Giant Chasm and get ready for some major battles. Once I'm in the ship again, I battle a ton of Team Plasma grunts, enter the password, and battle Chloris. I misjudged his team, and in turn, I lose 3 of my Pokemon during the battle. In future Nuzlockes, I need to start looking at important battles before I challenge them because this is getting rough. Speaking of that exact thing, I do it again in my next big fight, but first things first, I have to challenge Kyurem. I'll be the first to admit that it was really dumb challenging Kyurem, a level 55 with a level 49, but I was bored and tired of grinding. I bring Kyurem to half HP with my Crocodile as he kills him, and I switch into Haxorus to finally kill the Kyurem. After the Kyurem fight, I then challenge Ghetsis. He has 6 Pokemon, and I basically solo his entire team with Haxorus, losing no Pokemon in the process. Thank God, because after this is the Elite Four. I'll put all the different teams on the screen, but as you can see, they have extremely high-powered Pokemon and really high levels. I catch a Mamoswine and a Manchifu in the routes remaining. Mamoswine is an Ice and Ground type Pokemon that can help me a lot with the final battle of this run. However, he is really slow and that can come back to hurt me in the future. His stats are kinda nice and he has an alright moveset. Now to Manchifu, he has a really amazing moveset that can help me out huge in the future. His attack stat is massive and he can single-handedly wipe out a good amount of Pokemon in the Elite Four. I fight my rival for the final time on Victory Road, beat him, and make it to the Pokemon League. Finally, I bring all my Pokemon to the level cap of 59 and start my battle with the Elite Four. I choose to fight Chantel first because I assumed it would be the easiest battle. She leads with Cofagrigus as I lead with Haxorus. I use Sword Stance trying to get a sweep, but I get burned, so I just use Dragon Claw twice, ending the Cofagrigus. Next, I send out Superior into Golurk as I bring him into the red as he hits me with a critical hit Shadow Punch. After that, she heals him as I bring him back into the red and finish him off with a Giga Drain. Next, I send out Mamoswine into Chandelure and he outspeeds me, ending my Mamoswine. After that, I have to switch into Crobat. I use Shadow Ball, hitting him for good damage as I get hit for way more than that. I decide to use it again, sacking my Crobat and killing the Chandelure with my Espeon. With 1 Pokemon left, I stay in with Espeon and kill the Drifbloom with just 2 Shadow Balls, winning my first battle of the Elite Four, losing 2 of my 6 Pokemon. Next up, I challenge Marshall. I use my last remaining rare candies and end up sweeping him with a combination of Superior and Espeon, getting through my second Elite Four battle with no deaths. Next up is Caitlyn as I lead with Superior into her Musharna. I use Leaf Blade twice, and on the second Leaf Blade, I get a lucky crit, killing the Musharna, taking no damage. Next, she uses her Sigilyph as I switch into Espeon. Espeon uses Shadow Ball, and I bring him into the red as he uses Shadow Ball as well. She heals as I hit 2 more Shadow Balls, ending the Sigilyph. I switch into Haxorus as she brings in Gothitelle. I use Dragon Claw, doing half as I get crit by a Psychic, almost killing me. 1 more Dragon Claw does it, and she throws out her final Pokemon, Reniculus. Turns out, it's an easy final Pokemon, as 2 Leaf Blades with Superior do the trick, winning me my 3rd Elite Four battle. Grimsley is almost the exact same as Marshall because it was a super easy sweep with a combination of Manchifu and Superior. This finally gives me access to the final trainer of this run, Iris. While I was preparing for the battle, I was talking with some friends and I made a huge decision before the battle started. Gen 5. they're not gonna be that useful, so I'm gonna put on a citrus berry. Iris has a team of 6, starting with Hydreigon and ending with Haxorus. Every single one of her Pokemon are super strong and extremely hard to deal with. Regardless, with my 4 Pokemon remaining, I start the battle with Champion Iris. I lead the battle with Superior as she leads with Hydreigon. The battle starts on a horrible note for me because right away I get crit by a flamethrower, almost killing my Superior. I use Dragon Tail, which switches out the Hydreigon into her Archeops. Right when it comes in, I use Giga Drain, regaining enough health to survive in Acrobatics. After all that, I finish off her Archeops. Next up is Druddigon, which I make quick work of with Dragon Claw from Haxorus. She sends out her Lapras next, and I'm forced to switch into Superior so I can do some damage before she dies. I use Giga Drain and heal as I get hit with Ice Beam, bringing me to 5 HP. I kill the Lapras with another Giga Drain, heal up just a little more while I'm freaking out. Superior, the absolute carry, Hydreigon comes back out as I kill it with a single Dragon Claw from Haxorus. Next up on the chopping block is Aggron, who I one-shot with a high jump kick from Michifu. High jump kick. I'm going for a high jump kick. I'm a thug about it, baby. She finally brings out her final Pokemon, Haxorus. I throw up my Haxorus and hit a Dragon Claw, activating her Focus Sash. This basically clarifies that I have won this battle, but I got cocky. That's game. You know how cocky I am? I'm gonna use Dig. That's how cocky I am. It's fine. I can just use, it's fine. I'm done. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna switch into Espeon. I'm gonna switch, listen, I'm gonna, 2 more, Shanir? I'm gonna switch to Espeon. Oh. No way, right? It's fine. Bro, no, it's fine. We're cool. We're fine. Because I'm gonna Dragon Tail. We are fine. We're fine. When are you guys gonna learn that we're fine? We're absolutely fine. Right? We're absolutely fine. Dragon Dance. Come on. Hit. That's game. Oh my god. I was shitting bricks. Oh my god. Jeez. Bro, I should not have been cocky. I'm so stupid. I almost lost that whole thing. Oh my god. What a Nuzlocke. Wow. That was crazy. Wow. Just wow. That could have ended really bad if I didn't add that berry. I would have lost the Nuzlocke and everything. But there you go. That was my attempt at a Pokemon Black 2 hardcore Nuzlocke. I plan on doing more Nuzlockes in the future, specifically some on set mode. But regardless, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. See ya.